This is a commission for Sora here in chat, so we talked about it and I was like, oh, let's do it on stream, right? So let's do this. Okay, so these are the photos they sent me, and I got these three kind of foggy field pictures. And hey, yeah, time for you. Okay, so this was our little idea that we had while chatting about it. This is supposed to be like the walk back from university, right? So you're thinking like something, some kind of demon that represents the anxiety and everything from the university. And since we have this very low fog, I was thinking something kind of humanoid that's running with like four legs just below the fog, you know? So that it's partially obscured by it. Or we can only see the silhouette in most of it. And out of the three pictures, this was the one I liked the most, because we got more space. Either here or here, but I'll probably center it. So probably somewhere here. Oh, there we got the bots. Sniped. I don't know. I don't think anybody clicks on those, but I guess if you send it to 1 million chats, somebody will click it. I don't know. Mods got him. I got him. Please do your job. I think they banned the phrases, but they slightly change the phrasing every time, so it doesn't change much. Okay, so something kind of... Let's maybe draw it a little bit bigger so we can see what we're doing. I think it's some kind of humanoid demon that walks on 4 legs. And this again is my really rough sketch. I'm not good at sketching, so... Another bot down. I like it to be something humanoid, but not like, oh, this is clearly a guy, you know? It should obviously have glowy eyes. It's important. That are kind of looking towards us. Silent Hill every winter. Like this, perhaps. I want it to look like it's running, or at least crawling at high speed. Greg, who's that boy? Well, that is still to be determined. We just want to do a spooky guy running. That looks sort of human, but not really. Bit of face construction as a treat. Pet it! No! Stop petting the monsters! If you all die, who am I gonna speak to while I stream? Come on. Have a little self-preservation. The spooky guy TM, indeed. That's our guy. I don't know, I'm kind of making this up on the spots. I'm kind of freehanding this guy. Gonna move things around until we like it. Then since it's gonna be kind of a silhouette, I'm gonna add some textures on it, but it's mostly gonna be a sort of silhouette that's standing in the... Most of the body is kind of covered by this fog, you know? Yeah, it's kind of anxiety guy. I don't know if... Should it be chasing you slowly or running at you? Because I guess both things could be a nice representation of anxiety. I guess if we're gonna do a university themed anxiety, it would probably be something more like slow creeping, like a deadline, you know? It's like getting at you constantly. He's like walking on his fingers like this, an extended hand. The deadline, I like that. Bad hands. But, you know, since it doesn't have to be human hands. But it's close to your light speed. I like that. So kind of like a tiger that's stalking you. So I think the kind of pose I'm doing right now, right, where it's kind of approaching you, but it might just start sprinting at any time. Kind of looking at my own hands, doing a little gesture. His music is a subtle mood whiplash. You know, that's a stream for you. Doing creepy monsters while listening to chill music. I want it to be like kind of, this is the ground, kind of holding with each finger. That would be interesting. Maybe creeping. Okay, now let's try to do regular legs instead of this weird thing I drew. So the thing about me and anatomy is that I have a lot of theoretical concepts of anatomy. Like, I know where every muscle is. I just don't know where to put them, like how to draw them. Hunchback, yeah. Kind of thin from only eating cup noodles. You know, we're going full on university monster with this guy. Then we can make up a little story about the monster, right? And what behavior it has. I guess it would be feeding on university students. Kind of stalking the campus as it gets late. And get the stragglers. Yeah, references is a good idea. Put up something here. Whoa!
How embarrassing for me, not like this, not like this, not like this.
Not like this, not like this. Encrypted. Thank you for that resub. Welcome, I guess welcome to the Deviants, since that's our working name for our for our subs. It's not after the students, it's after the cup noodles. A Texas pitch is in Spanish. It's much funnier. Like the statues at my uni that kind of freaked me out in the fog. I guess it's appropriate. Okay, I'm trying to look for a poster reference that's kind of in the same angle. Looking for 100-meter sprint techniques. Kind of their starting positions where they're kind of crouched to the ground. I feel like that's what we need. Okay, well, I got a few right on the other screen here. Deviant fits me. So story time. My actual schedule is to be 6 PM to 10 PM. Years into the course. You're literally the last one leaving university. You were closing it down. Complaints for students that had to wait for 11 PM. God, that sucks. Oh yeah, I guess this guy would get the students that stay late. I can't go home. Okay, of course my references all have athlete bodies, and this guy's kind of a thin man, so I need to kind of translate it into something much thinner. And of course we don't have to stick to strictly human proportions. Just makes my job a bit easier. The real reasons was the spirits of the old train station workers on the place. I like that. The university was built on the grounds that used to belong to a station where people fix trains. Cool, that's perfect. Perfect haunted place material. Let's go for human-like feet, but kind of longer and bendier. That makes sense. Kind of 3/4 view because it's walking kind of alongside us, but looking at us. So I imagine it's kind of walking at an angle, if that makes any sense. Super elongated limbs. I mean, these are kind of elongated, really. I love haunted places, or potentially haunted places, where you can kind of imagine the ghosts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 small fingies, little claws. And with claws I mean just long nails. Look up my university, I live nowhere near it, so I don't risk accidental doxing. Okay, what's the university tell us? La criatura. Universidad de Lanús. Let's see what it looks like. Give us inspiration here. Oh yeah, it definitely looks like something that used to be a factory. And this must be where the image is taken, right? Or pretty close to it. Is that the same tree? No, it isn't. But is that the field where you took the image? Students lost it to become... become deadlines themselves. That could be cool. It's like the... Or it's originally one student, maybe. Like, it depends on if we want to make this the kind of situation where there's a bunch of them, or there's just one that's talking. It's a student that died originally because... Oh, it's I guess here. Because of something related to a deadline. He was late for an exam and took the car and died on the way or something like that. Me and the boys at 3 AM. Eating shredded cheese or something like that. Yeah, I like it. An anxiety tool, pal. Yeah, I like that backstory better. So he only appears maybe, or it only appears in stressful times like exam season or something like that. I'm trying to figure out all the bones. Not all of them, but he'd be here all day, but you know, the ones that would pop out a bit more. When's the exam season in your university? I have examination on May, June, and finals are in July. It's our first big tests. Do you think it would go more after first year students? That was a pretty weird sternum, you know. What do you expect from a monster? First year students are probably the main dish, yeah. That's true. I was definitely more prone to stress in my first years of university, so... One by one they say it's stalking them, I love it. Yeah, and it's the kind of thing where probably students of like last year students have heard about and are kind of wary of already. So they try and maybe not to come home too late or, you know, kind of like superstitiously, but they end up doing the right thing and not getting picked off. That's what actually happened. Super fun to get told an established ghost story on my third day with any university. That's cool though. My university didn't have any ghost stories. I'm not a super anxious person. If I get into mental health troubles, it's more and more towards... I tend more towards depression than anxiety. So I can't relate too much to like big anxiety. Definitely to like regular everyday things, but yeah, okay, so you can relate to this. Okay, how do we feel about this guy or thing? What should we call it? Him, her, it? I tend to go by it by default. Or any kind of monster, but unless there's a good reason. Should we do... I kind of want to leave the beady eyes like that. No, I don't think I'll give it a nose. Maybe it has like little holes like that. And I don't know about a mouth. Go for them rather than it. For monsters? I guess both would work. Both are fairly neutral. Shiny beady eyes. So I don't know for the mouth. It's an anxiety mouth. And like a nervous smile. Nervous, close mouth smile. Nah, it's too cliche. Monsters are not objects. I guess so, but it's can, I guess, used for animals, unless they're like your pets, right? At least that's what I was taught. Like, I'd never call my dog by it. But you know, maybe this thing, yeah. Multiple mouths. I don't like the angles like that. Oh, maybe just a nervous looking mouth. No, it's too friendly. We just, it's gonna be mostly a silhouette, so let's do it mouthless for now. As a language nerd, I go down the route if you can empathize with them, why call them it's? I agree. Yeah, that's probably a better rule. Okay, this is our guy. Kind of goopy mouth. What's a goopy mouth? Not a friendly face. Let's just... Oh, wrong tool. Oh. Okay, this is a bit too large. Except for the hand. That's better. Okay, so next thing I want to do, now that we have set things up more or less. Yeah, you can send links in chat, no problem. Well, I guess it doesn't have an ear, but it'll just be a little hole like this. You know, droopy, foldy skin is always nice. That's what I was thinking of. Oh, okay, kind of melted. Let's try that out. I like that. What do you guys think? Oh yeah, the title is old. We're doing a commission for Sora. Guess I should change the title. What would be a good name for this? The Anxiety Tulpa? Yeah. My my brain only had the word Gajinka, or however you pronounce that. Like those kind of anime girl personifications. So I guess it's Anxiety Gajinka. Okay, let's go for 50% gray. And just fill this up. Let's do, get my flow up, there we go. So we'll do this, then we'll apply some textures, and then we'll do some overpaint, I think. Since I'm not great at painting, you know, other artists would do this kind of photo bash and then paint on top. Since I'm not good at painting, and also we want this to look more like a photo, the idea is to get textures that directly match, or as best as possible match what we want to do. It sounds like a slur. It kind of does. University said we're bringing therapy dogs. Maybe this is originally a therapy dog. That absorbs everyone's anxieties and turn into this. Poor dog. Look what you did to Toby. Maybe you end up feeling more relaxed after the creature fed on your anxiety. I like that. Kind of twisted and evil looking, but it actually helps students. Absorbs people's anxiety and becomes more and more fucked up. He did too much and he starts actively stalking students. Yeah, I like that. That's a good one. Okay, I like this guy. So first thing we can do is try to emulate that. Well, actually, before we do anything, should we leave it there? Because I just placed it somewhere without really thinking. You can place it at any distance and any place. I tend to center my things on the page a lot, especially since I'm trying to emulate pictures and you see a big monster, you don't take a picture with it in the corner, right? You try to take a picture of it. So that's why close to the center is usually what I go for. Okay. So the idea is to use the picture itself, since this is just basically a bunch of there we go. Just kind of re-add that fog, and we'll add this at the end and kind of mess with the opacity as we need. Remind me to save. Thank you. You want an extra creature? You want 2 of these guys. Let's bring it back a little bit closer. Hydration time. I always try to hydrate. Kinda actively remind myself. But many times when I'm looking at chat, I got my glass of water next to it, so trying to teach myself to hydrate. Okay, so this is the mist, let's call it. And this is the creature, yet unnamed. So I'd like it so the part that's more below the mist, like these parts, especially the lower part, is mostly just a silhouette, like the trees here, basically. Also, the sun is right behind us, so this would generally just be quite darker as a base. With perhaps a little bit of glow, just on the upper area where the sun would be more. Be hitting it a little bit. Nothing major, but you know. Any tips on how to monetize photography / digital art? Well, maybe not the best one to ask, because I'm not making a living out of this. I'm monetizing, but it's not enough to make a living. Right now I got a Patreon, but of course Patreon is only worth it if you got enough people like following you already. Like starting a Patreon with a small amount of followers is probably, I mean, you can do it, but it's not gonna bring you a lot of money. Then it's all about commissions and that kind of thing. It's what brings in the most money. Universal personal commissions for people, and try to look for commercial commissions, which is really where the most money will come in. But yeah, I'm not the best one, Ed. I'll talk about monetization. Going to go nicely. Great. Of course, we still haven't added any textures or drawn any like very specific lights and shadows, which we need to get to. So this is sort of a base more than anything. Kyra Sky, thank you. Anyway, on to textures. We need something like skin, really. And something that's kind of... oh, we can see the bones a little bit would be great. So maybe a plucked chicken or a pig would do well. Let's go for pig first. Let's see. A pig more for the skin texture. Although I'm not seeing... hold on. Pop into the browser. Let's go to Unsplash and look for pigs. No, they're so cute. I love these little guys. Maybe plucked chicken. Plucked, or just plucked in general. Hey, Kyla. A man. Okay, it's gonna be either food or live chickens. I do remember using one for... maybe it wasn't here. One for Hellkites, where it was a plucked chicken kind of in a market. I might be able to find that one again, because it could be useful here. Okay, let's see. Oh, what did I say? Oh. Plucked. Just look for plucked. It's guitars. Yeah. Just a drawing. It's for photos specifically. Look like markets or something like that. I'm specifically looking for one picture, but here we can see more already. It's not stuff we can use. Oh, the little feet are kind of a weird skin texture. I like it. I don't know if I could use it anywhere, but... chicken skin. Yeah, perhaps. We got some legs. We got... what? Why are people uploading this to Pixabay? Just like, yes, I'll upload this to this stock site because it'll definitely get used by people. What? Why? Okay, so a lot of these are cooked. Chicken market, maybe? It was ducks. Hmm. Okay, I think I need to find the one I used for Hellkite, which I don't remember where I got it or what search terms I used. So hold on. Look at my downloads. It might be still there. Oh, we got this little guy, which we used for... I love him. Just look at him. We used this for the Fresnel Nightcrawlers, actually, to get some skin textures. This might actually be useful. I like the skinless cats. I didn't think about these guys. Raw heritage chicken. Okay. Let's look for that too. Raw chicken. What's heritage chicken? Nothing here though. Sphinx cat, yeah. This is more like meat than skin, which is what I would need. So let's try adding some from this guy. Skinless cats. Freaks of nature. This could be good for the body, at least as a base. We can then paint the rest. Okay, this would be good. Should we leave the face? I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Tongue texture. That's probably a bit grainy for what we need. Folded skin. That's always good. Always good to have some folded skin. Large cat. Also, the skin color is pretty. It's convincingly human if you wanna do something like this. Well, of course, not like human, but you know what I mean. Yeah, the back muscles are good. Obviously, we're gonna make this darker. Try and give it some volume. Close enough, as we say. Let's look for more cats like this. So this is like Sphinx cat, right? God, these are strange looking guys. I love them. Wrinkly dudes. Okay, this one. Looking for the legs specifically. Let's put it up here. There we go. And for the parts that are closer to the ground, since there's more mist, it's not going to be as visible, so the texture is really not as needed there. The important parts are going to be the face, the body, and maybe like the upper leg, the upper arm, kind of stuff. This song sounds familiar. Well, it's Home. Home is pretty... is a very good artist that allows a lot of his music for YouTube and things like that. So you might have heard him in Summoning Salts videos. He always uses a Home song. And I also use them in my playlist, so you might just heard it there. Oh, muito obrigado. I don't know a lot of Portuguese, but at least that I can give you. Summoning Salts is a speedrunning YouTuber that explains like the record history of different games. It's very good. Really recommend it if you like speedrunning, or if you don't, because he really gives you all the details and teaches you about the game as he goes, which is very nice. But I mean, probably a bunch of YouTubers use Holmes music. This is, if you... one you might have heard is... hold on. This one. Thank you so much, Anna. Okay, we'll use this for the shoulder. Even though I know it's not a shoulder. Indulge me. Or I might actually use the shoulder for the shoulder. What a novel idea. We're making my VTuber model. Oh. Good luck. And patience. No, actually that won't work too well. I'm afraid. Try to go for this for the shoulder. And just for good measure, I put the sketch right on top. Just so I know where I'm painting or texturing. There we go. Okay. Teach me a word in Spanish. Let's see. So, skinny is delgado. This guy is delgado, definitely. But skin is piel. So skin and skinny are not related. It's piel y delgado. This guy is delgado, but he has a lot of piel. Brazilian. We got a lot of Brazilian people today in chat. I should brush up my Portuguese. Esternocleidomastoideo. A good word. Okay, I want to kind of re-add the wrinkles here in a better way. Because I like the wrinkles on the neck, but I want to do them better. And also like change the levels of them individually. So I want to hopefully fit this to the real neck. Another word in Spanish? Well, Kala, you tell us. You're Spanish. Can I teach you guys? A cat is gato. So this guy is a gato sin pelo, hairless cat. Okay. My parents thought it would be funny to make me say that word when I was a child. Esternocleidomastoideo. Lots of people, I would say in Mexico, pellejudo. Ah, pellejudo. That's a good word. Gatos pila. Yeah, I don't know, like a spila is a battery or a stack. Over here, specifically in my region, you saying pila is like a lot. So it's kind of like a teenager talk, but if you say me mola pila, it's like I love it a lot. Very cool. Haven't used that in a while though. Teenager kind of words. Esternocleidomastoideo. Paralelepípedo y de sexo ribonucleico. Okay, let's get just the whole body again and do the leg with that. As weird as that sounds, I think it'll work. It's kind of long like that, we can fit it. We can make it work. Hey, Sirit. Is that your mom? Oh, rude. Boo. This is an anxiety Gijinka, or just a monster of anxiety that stalks a university. It's a commission for Sora here instead. And yes, I'm gonna say anxiety Gijinka now. You cannot stop me. Earlier that you painted the base looks nice. Yeah, I painted the base, did a sketch first, then painted, then I'm adding textures. How I like to do it if I'm doing something that's that I can't really get a good base picture for. Pila is money in Brazil. Interesting. Okay, and interestingly, since the whole picture here has the background, I can use the background as a little bit of a shadow. You know, it comes with its own shadow, which is nice. Okay, I was just removing the sketch here because it's kind of throwing me off. I think I'll remove the sketch from the areas where I don't need it anymore. And also sketch. I will delete the sketch immediately, entirely, because it might be fun to keep it for the memories, you know? I'm gonna repaint this a little bit. Rocky Chaos, thank you for the follow. Ima Ido. Thank you. Oh, so what's the story of this monster? Sorry, I missed a few chat messages. The story of this monster, well, as Sora explains, this is Sora's university. Sora has asked for this commission. And yeah, we're doing this creature that represents the anxiety that exists in a university, and kind of personifies it, and maybe stalks and attacks students that have a lot of anxiety. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, so so I guess the follow me on Twitter for updates is kind of dumb at this point, since like pretty much everyone's coming from Twitter. Hey, Kala. Ah. Muchas gracias. Thanks for the resub. Report you for doing my ex-girlfriend. Rude. Soon you gotta do a gaming stream. I do, because on the last gaming stream Who was it? Loon paid for... I mean, with his points. Unlocked a gaming stream. So we're gonna do another gaming stream this week. And we're gonna try and finish Carry On. Very fun game where you play the monster. Skull, thank you for the follow. I am staying hydrated, Froggy. Thank you. You made some money with 3D printing? Nice! Well, thank you very much. Now we are 3 subs away from getting a 3rd emote. Gosh. Inching closer. Shit, I played, yeah, it should be in the VODs now. Yeah, I played a bit of Darkwood, like the beginning of Darkwood, and I also started Carry On and played about half of that game. So we still got a few to get, quite a bit to get through. Probably finish Carry On, and depending on the time we have after that, well, what's this? Oh, it's of a creature. Oh. Okay, which one is this layer? Gotta find it manually, I guess. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna copy it and put it on the other leg. I guess I can turn it around. There's Loon. Yes, Carry On is so fun. I had a blast playing it the other day. It's one of those, you know, stupid fun games where you just play a monster and go wild, and you know, there's some fun puzzles as well, but it's mostly the power fantasy, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna try and remove the sketch from the area, so I can hopefully work without it. So we need to create an ass for this creature, unfortunately. Of course, you can't give a creature too much ass, because what happens later is that people on Twitter get too horny, apparently. Which is now a thing I gotta consider. The monster fuckers. Oh. I'm kidding, it's always fun. So, like horror games? I do. I like anything horror. As you can probably guess by what I do. YouTuber rigged. Nice. Pitch layout. I tend to go for a very minimal layout. As you can see, what I have is integrated into the program, so the follow notification, as you have seen, probably is a little Photoshop pop-up. You know, that kind of thing. I like to integrate things that way. That way, like, most of the screen is not covered. Just like a small gray bar you can see here that just covers my taskbar. Because in here I'm not sharing Photoshop in this window, you can see. I'm sharing my whole screen, because if I share only Photoshop, all the tooltips don't appear. If I open things, it's a bit weird. I gotta share everything. Okay. As for the creature. Instead of petting it, I want to spank it. They want to spank it. Okay. Getting anxiety by the dummy thick monster. I like it. No cake. This creature has a flat butt. I like that. 0 cake. I need to move this a little. Hold on, what I'll do is Puppet Warp. Oh, of course, I was 48% opacity. That's why I was looking so faint. Hey, I'm Eduardo and welcome to my TED Talk. This is how much ass should you give a creature? The great creature cake conundrum. Can even give it a name. Do not spank the anxiety dog. I saw fun out of a whale mermaid. Anyway, similar to what... Oh, I actually got a few that people sent to the server. Or a few. At least a couple, like directly inspired by the design. Then another one that mentioned me, but it was more of an axolotl. They just say they like my idea. Can we clip stuff? Of course. You're gonna clip me saying how much cake should you give a monster? Fair, honestly. I would have clipped that too. Sometimes I try to go back and clip funny moments, if I remember any. I'm pretty bad at remembering. Okay, in terms of textures, we are doing pretty well. Just trying to reduce the ass crack here. Oh, it's not a fine art, it's from 2019. Okay. I should give more TED Talks about monster design. Okay, I think that for the body more or less has us covered. Still don't know if I'll add a little bit to the hands and the feet. Because I think they might be good, it's just silhouettes. I definitely want to make the silhouette better. some areas where I don't really cover everything. All creatures must be extra PG. The unwritten monster design rule. Okay, that kind of covers hands. Just removing the sketch as I go to leave a cleaner shape behind, if I can. Flesh. That's what we do here. Hello, I'm Eduardo, and I do the flesh. Just your local flesh guy. Okay, definitely need some of these sketch to give a little bit of detail. Oh. No. There we go. That's so hard. Okay, a little bit of claws. At this point, this part is pretty just invisible or silhouette-like, so just going with the flow here. Okay, that leaves the face. So, how should we do the face? A good question. I think using the textures we already have, we can probably get a base for the head. Right, then we need the hair, and we need all the other things, but that's probably just gonna be us cutting holes into the texture. So, let's put this all on top here. Let's try and get something we can use as a base. I could use a cat's face. It's very wrinkly. No, but I'd like the face to be sort of smooth, not as wrinkly. But we can use some of those shapes of muscles to give it some shape already. Like so. Okay. That should make a good base for the face. How about a skull? Could be. We can add it on top to give it a little bit of texture or shape, you know? I'll put this on first and we'll see. Okay, so we're making this darker, but as we do, some of the colors really pop out in weird ways. So as we do that, I'll also desaturate, so it stays closer to the rest. Also, just on the very top of everything, there's something I want to add. I could do it later, but let's try to do it now. So there's a little trick. If you want to add the noise of a picture onto a subject you're adding on top of it, instead of just creating noise and trying to recreate it, because this is more, it's not really noise but more like JPEG texture. So the best idea is to find a place where it's either very bright, but here we can see the texture, or very dark. Here we can see it well. So what we're gonna do is just clone stamp this texture over and over on the body until we cover the whole thing on just this black texture. It'll make sense. So we only need this for the artifacts and textures. Les, thank you for the follow. We already have some of those artifacts in the mist we are adding. That's why I didn't paint the mist in, but used the original picture to get it. So we'll do it like this. We can see what we've painted. It looks weird without the mist, I know. But don't worry. The idea is to add this, probably in soft light would be the better. And okay. Then we're moving this until it's more or less at 50% gray instead of black. And then tuning that a bit so that hopefully we get some of those crunchy artifacts on top. Like, that's a lot, and it's giving us a lot of colors that are weird. Let's make it a little bit lighter. And you know, it added some of that JPEG-ness to it. I'll desaturate so we don't get all those screens. A hair, yeah, it's gonna have like a few threads of hair like that, not a lot. Thank you, Insurgent. We're doing the textures. I think we're gonna have to remove some texture from some areas. Like this here. It's got a lot of noise that I don't love, especially. So I might do a touch of blurring to reduce that, and the face the same, since they're the same texture. The others are fine though. So that should let the artifacts that we've added shine a little bit more. So this is for a commission for Sora here in chat. This is their university, or near the university, and yeah, the idea is to do this sort of anxiety demon that represents all the stress and anxiety from university. It's the idea we fell on. Okay, let's remove the sketch from here so we don't get all those weird masks on the hair. There we go. Now with that, let's try to refine that edge. Anto, thank you. Anto BH. Can you imagine your dreams? Both of our dreams probably, Sora. This applies to all of us. It's weird that it's not letting me select the pictures I want. It's like not appearing. It's pretty annoying because it's making me find the layer every time. There's time for finding layers. And organizing them. Ugh. Boring. You rarely have dreams. Oh. That sucks. I have very weird dreams. I found that there's two types of people. There's people that have regular dreams that are just normal things about their daily lives. And there's people that have just weird dreams with, I don't know, where they kill zombies or ride dragons, things that are completely out of the ordinary. And I feel like people mostly fall into one of these categories. It's strange. You should study it. Oh yeah, Crazy Dreams team. Okay, eyes. Need a couple eyes. They're just gonna be glowy spots. I don't want to sound lazy, but it works. Oh, I was painting on the wrong layer. You dummy. There we go. That's it. Well, let's paint them both first. Can you create a story for your characters? Me? I mean, that's what I usually do. I do a character and then try to figure out a story around it. I don't have many things you could call original characters of mine. I mean, you could say that there's some like Mock, who's the little running guy that we have as an emote, who are not like strictly my characters. Like I didn't come up with them strictly. But it's still like Mock is my child. I will protect them. They're so cute. The mosquito. Enough of me. Really dream a lot when you do, oh boy. Can you imagine a lot of clowns in your dreams, Loon? Okay, what else? Nose. Now looking at the nose, it's not very centered in the sketch. Which is on me. Because my proportions suck. Actually. I like to flip things from time to time. It keeps your brain guessing. The eyes were slightly bloodshot. We wouldn't really be able to see it. Even if we could see the eyes very clearly. But since they're glowing, we can't really... Couldn't really be able to distinguish such a thing, I'd say. Kind of fixing the face shape a little. That's better. What if they were asymmetrical? I mean, they sort of are, if you're strict about your anatomy. I'll get that mosquito. One time it'll pass right next to me and I'll grab it. Mark my words. I'm an expert at this. I guess I made the face quite short. Bazari, however that is, thank you for the follow. Yes, Song of Storms is great. It is a bit dark. Oh, I want to erase the whole thing. Just wanted to tone it down. Also in this overlay. Okay. Coming up nicely. Try and do that mouth. Try to figure it out. Since I could take the sketch, but since I changed the shape of the head, it wouldn't really fit anymore, so... Something like this, perhaps? Just gonna fill that in. Looks nice without the mouth. Yeah, it's also nice mouthless. Like a happy turtle. I don't know if I should add the suggestion of teeth behind it. It would be like very... like I would draw it. I don't think it would be even worth finding a picture. But it would give some depth to the mouth. Very uneven teeth. Yeah, that could work, right? You think it makes sense for the creature to have a bit of smoke mists? Yeah, that would be cool. I like that. Let me actually do that right now, because I might forget later. I think I had... I think where did I use smoke last? It was not long ago. It was easier to take it from there. Oh, yes, SCP-6000, possibly. My boy. Okay, let's take the smoke and bring it over here. Whoa, that's a lot of it. We'll just pick one. Which one is this? Oh. It's all the way up here. There. That's pretty good. Is there... oh, there's the mist there. Let's put it on top of everything. extra mist to the picture? No, I think it's mist enough. We'll figure that out at the end if it needs more. Since those kind of effects are better left to the end. Oh, let me actually flip this. Something like that. And let's try and figure out a good balance for this. They can see it, but it's not invisible. Yeah, when you come back, be careful. Whenever you're walking alone. Okay. Fiore. Fiore Yuk. Thank you for the follow. And to socialize with new people. Oh, that sucks. Okay, now hair is what we're missing. What could we use for hair? We could paint it, but I'd rather use a real texture. Hello, Fiora. Trying to think of maybe an animal that has like loose strands of hair. Let's see. Hair. If I just look for hair, it's gonna give me people with a lot of hair. Or like beautiful hair. I don't need beautiful hair. I need something like balding. No. Bald eagle. This poor guy who they tagged as balding. Oh. Looks nice. Come on. Okay, let's go into the browser. Let's see, bald or what? Bald eagles, bald people. Thank you, Fiore. Now we definitely need something that has kind of strands of hair. Alopecia? Oh, we do have some loose strands. It's not really what we were looking for, but it's not bad. If we separate these from the background, which may be done with the simple. Let's try. Oh, the paper, that's true, we thought about that. So an idea we had is loose paper coming behind. Like flying in. Like a trail. Or maybe it's in the ground. Maybe we do this. And it's like maybe a paper or a book or something like that. Like it's just eaten the students and it's left a trail of paper. Paper trail, ah. We could do that. Once we get the hair, we'll figure that out. I heard it could look like... Ooh, that's a long link. Let's see. Just full of paper. With dirty wet paper. Tommy's going through the lot. Okay, let's try a simple blend if. It's gonna be small, so it doesn't need to keep all the detail. Also want to remove the saturation, most of it. What's the search engine that you use for finding pictures? Don't trust Google. Like Google, most of it is going to be copyrighted. If you don't want to do anything at all with it, you're screwed if you use Google Pictures. On Google, you can look for a picture, I don't know, whatever, and in images here, you go to tools, use it rights, Creative Commons licenses. So that'll be everything Creative Commons, so that you can use either public domain or with attribution or share alike, non-commercial, these kinds of licenses. But the best you can do is go to places like Pixabay, which has a lot of free pictures you can use for anything at all. What I'll give you guys is my composited mega list. This list here has all the sites I use, so I'll just drop it in chat. Okay, it looks kind of grayish, but we'll fix it up. For now I want to find a place for this hair. And the thing is, it's not very straight, so that's what I don't love about it. Okay, so now hopefully we can move this around. Straighten it out. A little bit at least. Puppet Warp is not being kind to us today. Definitely not. We'll just paint it. I really love fleshy monsters. Same. I feel like... It's small enough that I think we can just literally use the sketch. Since I painted them pretty thin, and then kind of modify that until it fits. We can at least try. Oh. There we go. New wild beast, yeah. That could be good. It's pretty sparse. Well, let's try this out first. See if the sketch here will work for us. Because I did it in pencil on a pencil brush. So I can already get us a bit of texture, not look like it's straight on painted. So the output levels should be a little bit lower. It shouldn't be pure black. So a bit sketched neck. I thought about doing hair in the neck. That's why there's no hairs here. Oh, there might be this. No, I think this might be just the original sketch all the way below. Yeah, I think it was just that. Do they study at the same university as well? Okay, I can make for you, well, once I'm done with this, I can make a really blurry and like shitty version of it that'll look way more real, like people will may freak out a little when seeing it, and you can use that as kind of not spread it yourself directly, but kind of spread it around and see if it becomes a thing. Maybe using one of your, like, your blurry picture. I think the hair like this kind of works. I want to give it maybe some highlights and stuff, just with the pencil itself. I'm gonna go about here, 70. Oh yeah. We'll just put this in the other picture he sent me. And just blur the hell out of it. So that people actually think, whoa, there's something weird is going on, or somebody is trying to prank us. Alright, how do we feel about this? Little anxiety guy. Oh, paper. Get a couple of these and load them in. Oh, not on the hair, please. Missing pet. I love it. City close to my hometown. Tampico is footage around the internet of Las Niñas Perro. Ooh. Hold on. Go to watch. What the fuck? That's creepy. That's so good. Remind me to save. Thank you. Yeah, I love that. Some lady just went all in and decided to run naked on the streets to get the security cameras. And honestly, good for her. This looks too tidy. Okay, perfect. A few consecutive beers in your life. There's a mosquito. I nearly got him. It was flying like this. I don't know if it was even visible in the camera. That little fucker is taunting me. He knows I'm streaming, so I can't chase him, so... Twin behavior. One more paper, I think. That's our paper trail. Obviously not blended yet, but that's the idea. Obviously some mist covers everything. And then the paper itself. Just gonna group it all into a single layer. Blur it a bit. Paper trail. Hope you don't mind if I AFK for a bit. No, of course not. Paper trail, obviously, because this thing is killing university students. So, Tama-chan, thank you for the follow. Speaking of queens and mosquitoes, do you know that only the female mosquito can explode? Oh, then I've been misgendering her. Sorry for that, but I'll still smash you. Still get you, you little punk. Wherever you are. Be any good idea to add another paper shade closer to the creature? Yeah, sure. Oh. Like maybe right here, something like this. There's my mosquito. Exactly. Mosquitoes get no pity. Just get my cold killing hands. They look a little bit close together now, so I'll get one of them and put it a bit further away. More mist on this one. This bit of mist in general, because they shouldn't be too noticeable, or else they'll pop out too much from the image. Okay, we just need a shadow for the creature on the ground. Try to remove some of the grass textures where they're more visible. Also, back to the creature. This is the one I use in the foot. There, here. Incense keeps mosquitoes away. Really? Interesting. Okay, dinner time. Your face cam is, yeah, the merchant ants. I do it to annoy people. It's that and the notification sound, which is the annoying Photoshop error sound. I'm just evil like that. Okay, adding a bit of shadow. Oh. Oh, of course it's not showing up because of the mist. I'm a dummy. It should still do something, right? Not that much. Okay, if there's a shadow, it should be more towards us. And in any case, there wouldn't be too much shadow because there's no direct light hitting. Okay, then I'm taking the whole creature, which is now a lot of layers. Add the papers. Okay, grouping everything up. We still don't have a name for this creature, by the way. Apart from the anxiety Gajinka. Or Gajinka, or however that is pronounced. Okay, I'm gonna merge the whole group, turn into smart objects, apply a little bit of Gaussian blur. Maybe actually reapply this. Just for that crunchy texture. We draw like the logo. Oh, that's true. I forgot about the logo. I also should do like they've been written in. Hold on. Where are the papers? Here. So I'll take a very small pencil layer. Then I'll fade that a little, because it wouldn't be too readable anyway. And on this one I'll do, his name is Tommy. Okay, now we do blur. So I'll make that slightly visible over the blur. Oh, it's too small. Okay. Now they're a little bit gently used. This has had some blur on it. Okay, now. I think I'm pretty happy with the creature. Okay, maybe before going into this, so looking at the creature, and I feel like maybe it needs to watch it from the phone. Cool. Hello. So I'm gonna add a bit of color. Just get some of those greens, some of those grayish tones. And just apply that in. A little bit of opacity, 30 something, would be good. Lanus. We could get a Snopes again. Oh god. It's funny that they know about me at this point though. For those that missed it, because I talked about it last stream, I had an interview with Snopes, which should be going up sometime this week, I assume. So that was funny. That was a fun experience. They were super nice, by the way. And he was super nice. I just talked to the guy who wrote the article about the mermaid. I'm gonna brainstorm something for the name. Okay, in terms of lighting, I also want to add a little bit of shadow. I know I keep going back. You know, I do things as I notice them. So that sometimes implies going back and forth on something, which I'm sorry if it's annoying. Snopes and Hoaxeye as well. He knows about me at this point. And Fake History Hunter. He's been the nicest about it. Fake History Hunter is like a fan. La criatura. More interviews, please. No. I'm not used to them. I mean, at this point I will get used to them. I've done 2 in 2 weeks. Oh. Ooh, I like that. Look at that exposure increase. How it brings out all that. All that mist. I don't think they need a name. La Cosa Esa. I like it. I like La Cosa Esa because you can say it in Spanish, it's very funny. But then you can literally put it in English and say La Cosa Esa and people will take it so seriously. Guys, did you hear about La Cosa Esa? It's like the chupacabra and it's Chupacabra, which is such a funny, ridiculous name. Goat sucker. Okay, instead of dehazing, I will haze. Not so much, but a little bit. I'm wondering what's the good point here. Now let's actually leave the dehaze. Cosa Esa. I love it. I think that's its name now. That thing over there. Check the difference. I don't know if I should go too hard on this. You guys let me know when to stop. Definitely some grain. Translation students suck at describing things. I like that, the irony. Mike is blanking. Okay, so I want to do this to give it a bit of a flash photo vibe. Darken the corners here a bit. Thingamajig. Honestly, that would be a good name for a creature. Not gonna lie. Gonna do soft lights. Make the eyes into a bit smaller dots. Oh, no, soft light. Soften some things a little bit. This. I'm stupid. Should have done it here. Yeah, I'm kind of same on the eyes, Sirit. They look nice, but not too realistic. Because eyes that shine or that glow back at you like dogs or cats, they only do so when you point a light at them, right? When you do a flash or something. And this picture is clearly not flash photography. So we wouldn't really get realistically these kinds of eyes. What do you think? What do you say this thing was? No sé. Cosa esa. No sé. I like that too. Yeah, let's do the... Let's turn those bright eyes into black eyes. I don't want to reopen everything below it, so I'll just clone stamp them out. And then paint on that. I can kind of do the sockets first and then the rest. I'm not gonna do them too exactly, but just to give us an idea, you know? What do you guys like more? That looks sick, literally. Let's see. Ooh, there's cataracts on a horse, I imagine. Cataract eyes. I mean, we wouldn't be seeing all that detail, so any eye would do, really. What do you guys like better? Glowy or not glowy? I'll let Sora decide. Sora, that is on you. That poor horse. Oh, the one in inserted photo. It has cataracts. I think maybe it's too superficial to be cataract. No, that's a cornea. That's a cornea. No, those are not cataracts. That looks like an infection of the cornea. Which can suck, of course. As you can probably guess from the image. Okay guys, choose glowy eyes or dead eyes. Oh yes, that's because I ended my pool of medical facts and I need to come up with more, and I've been too lazy to write them down. It'll come back. Oh, you're back. Sora, this is on you. We were thinking about the in terms of realism. Glowy eyes are not really, they look cool, but they're not really realistic. If you want to go for max realism, the eyes would just be, well, kind of in the shadow, so we wouldn't see much. It would be kind of like this, a bit darker maybe. Something like this. So, we'll leave it to you. Well, this one is a bit more realistic, and it's a bit more fantastical, but more shiny beady eyes. Dark with some sort of reflection. Okay, let's add a bit of reflection to this. Can't go too light, because again, we're doing this from within the mist. So everything's kind of toned down. We wouldn't really get it too shiny. It's all in the shadow. Maybe get a more general lighting on them. Let's go shiny then. You have the last word. No, it's cool shiny too. It is scarier, definitely. Just playing with the final darkness of it. Rip medical facts. They will come back, no worries. I just need to fill them up. Okay, Sora, I think this... that is that. How do you feel about it? Let me know if you want any changes, and we'll do the extra version for you. You do see shiny eyes and shiny lights in the background. Oh, which reminds me, that is true. Look at how the shines are, and this is depending on the lens on your camera. I don't know if it's wiped or something. The direction of this shines is the same in every light that the camera sees. Here in the sun, these ones are a bit too small maybe. But should we try and imitate that? Do this in the top layer here. I wanted to ask if the amount of mist is okay in the picture. I actually, when I did this, I made the mists much stronger. Let me know if you want to tone that down a bit. And I did sign it here. It's a bit small, but it's there. Where are you sending me, Sirit? To the corneal edema. Huh? What do you mean by that? Sirit? Like longer eyes like this? Is that what you meant? Ah, some sort of reflection, but around it is what you mean. Okay, then what I'm doing right now is taking this light. And I'm just gonna put it on here. Just try and get the... God, we don't see it very well, do we? It's not too visible here. Just want to get the direction, really. Well, let's put it here. And kind of paint in the same direction and just paint it ourselves. Should be way easier. kind of fades out. Obviously not gonna make this as strong. Just kind of exaggerating it to then fade it in. Yes, overlay is perfect. Okay. At last. Okay, little shines like this. Only if they add a lot. They would definitely be realistic if the eyes like really shine. But it's definitely not something that people would notice, like, oh, they're not glowing like that. Isle Moon, thank you for the follow. Hello. Okay, then we keep them, Sora, I assume. Okay, let me bring up the other picture. Let's do it right now. Okay, so this is another picture Sora sent me, and this is just to make a very blurry version to just freak people out. So we will get basically everything we already did. We'll just copy it over. The creature, not the papers, the smoke, and the glowy eyes. I'll just plop it on there. Oh, I did take the papers. Oh. Okay, we'll fit it to the horizon. You took that picture by accident. Well, now it's gonna become a creepypasta. Okay, I think we're gonna... Let me remove some shadows. It's coming. Run. Let's play with this better. A bit of darkness around the glowing part to give the glowing eye. But you added more brightness, so which is that I'll get in your preview. Hold on, okay. Let me grip this up and close it. We do this in the soft light. Maybe overlay. I mean, definition like this. Like adding a bit of brow. Oh, like make them more squinty, is that it? Make the shape like this, a little bit more. It's as simple as that, I'll hit my head against the wall. Yep. Normal. Like this, or like a brow like that around its. Well, not as strong because I'm going over the black point there, but like that then? But I don't get what Sirit's suggestion is. I don't get what he's trying to tell me with the drawing. Like squinty, that is it, right? Please let me know if that's that. Can't go too much darker really with the eyes, because we're running against the black points here of the image. Like, I can't go darker than this or it will look unnatural. So you gotta be careful with that. I can make is this part lighter to fake that effect. Possibility. Espera, hola. Hola. Bolsas bajo los ojos. Yes. How do you say it in English? Bags under the eyes? Yeah, I think that's it. Not an expert though. Okay, good. Squint your eyes. Let me change slightly the shape of the squint. If that makes any sense. Just a little bit angrier, since you know the scary beast. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let me bring back everything like this. Oh, I think I brought the background as well. I'm a dummy. Comparison with the image zoomed out of the squinty eyes. Yep, hold on. If I can find them here. It doesn't make much of a difference, really. We're going over very small details. Menacing eyes. Yeah, I think it's a bit more menacing like this. Oh, I get that I did that over there. Okay, so this one, I mean, we can re-add those details in this one, but it's not gonna matter much because it's gonna be motion blurred to hell, so La criatura. Is that a meme that you missed on? Yeah, there was a meme with La Criatura. It was like a gif of a dog barking, like sped up. It was very... No, it was not a dog barking. It was like a dog against the wind, a wind machine or something that was just kind of making his mouth go all weird. And they sped that up and put La Criatura. It was funny. Okay, now for the motion blur. Let's take everything except for the little shines on the eyes, which should stay the same, I guess. Is it here? Oh. Oh, that's a smoke. Did its thing. It's fine. Okay. So now... getting blur. Motion blur. And getting this... Well, it's not exactly a smooth motion. It's kind of angled. So we'll do blur gallery. Path blur. To kind of recreate that angle. Sounds like a nickname in the football player. Which one? Ah, la criatura de la luz. La Cosa Esa me gusta mucho. I like it. Okay, obviously not as much, but just wanted to baseline. A bit more blurred here. Hold on. Yeah, I think to make it more realistic, it's gotta be a place, like associated to a place, I guess. Oh, ok, cara. Buenas noches. Have a good night. The colors I'm not really vibing with. Gonna add some of that blue. Not so much. A little bit of it. There we go. You use as it's said in everyday vocabulary. Oh, la cosa esa. I missed that suggestion. Yeah, it would be like a very not really an everyday name. So it says. Okay, now we need some of that good crunchy noise, which I think I'll add on top of everything. If I do something like this. And what do you usually do in your streams? This exact thing is what I do in 99% of streams, and sometimes I do gaming, but that's few and far between. Que stalkea. Okay, it needs to be a bit larger. Maybe I'll remove the little shines there. They're distracting me a little more than anything. That really looks like it's jogging towards you, which is creepy. Instead of stalking you. All those gaming when I force you to really carry on. True. Coso. I love Coso. Esa madre. I like that. You guys have definitely the best vocabulary. Thing is, the more I mix it into the mist, the more realistic it'll become. But obviously you don't want to go too far, because you still want to see something. It's looking a bit transparent. So yeah. Oh, smart filters. As always, this is the balance between realism and readability. Fotocontesis. I imagine that's Spanish. Yeah, it's always a struggle between realism and readability. In this case, obviously we're going for realism because the idea is to freak people out, but looks like a weird turtle. Yeah, we can't go less blurry than this because we need to match the blur in the background. Obviously. El weón que te persigue. Ground shadow in this lighting conditions. I don't think so. I don't think it would be visible in the mist and everything. The fact that one language can have so many dialects, yeah, it's very cool. Like even within Spain, it's crazy the amount of dialects that we have. Because you have regions in Spain with different, not only dialects, but languages that are related to Spanish, that also come from Latin, but are related to Spanish, except for Basque, which we don't talk about that. It's a weird language. But yeah, they also have very strong dialects that are usually associated with those languages. Kind of like offshoots of those languages. So for example, if you go to Galicia, I won't imitate it because I'm very bad at imitating dialects, but it's pretty funny. Fotocontesis, yeah. Photosynthesis. I gotcha. If it had a shadow, I'd do something very light. Like no more than this. Okay, how's this? If you see this like in a creepypasta thing, because obviously this is the version where we're going for just for fun and to try to make it look real, but and like real blurry enough that you'll wonder if it's real or if it's just a dog or something. And this one's the more artistic one, where we really went in for the little textures and everything. I mean, if we had gone for this at first, we would have finished this much quicker. What's this page? Okay, Sora. Then, hope you enjoyed your commission. It was very fun to make, honestly. I really like this creature concept, and I don't think I've ever done this kind of humanoid creature, so it's good. It's good for me to learn how to do this kind of creatures if I'm gonna keep doing horror, which I am. We save this. Oh, I should save it as la cosa. No, esa cosa, ¿no? I will send them. You let me know, so I can send you the full quality without Discord compression or anything. Let me know on Discord DMs your email, and I'll send it over there. If you don't mind. Thank you, thank you. This was fun. So what did we make today? Hold on, got a lot of leftover pictures, papers. So we did Esa Cosa, and we did, oh, I guess I already closed it. Maybe the Petri dish, Petri dish, whatever. Okay, Sirid, you have a good night. I'm about to head off to see a little review of what we've done. Once this opens, so we did this for the fractal series. I think it came out very nicely. I'm probably gonna tinker a bit with it still, but I'm happy with it. Then of course we did the Esa Cosa. And oh, and this is something I was doing before stream. This is for an album cover commission, and well, I was getting done with it. I started it in a couple streams ago, I think, but I really wanted to bring some of the wings. Whoa, what happened? Didn't touch anything. I really wanted to make the wings clearer, especially around the center, change the lighting, and I also had a lot of fun making weathered type here. Fractal Petri dish. Still less, like Cosa Esa. Oh, true, we also did that one. This was when this one was a lot of fun to make, and I'm having a lot of fun doing typography and making it look all fucky like this. It's very. I've discovered a method. Well, I found a tutorial on the method, and I've been tinkering with it. It's been so fun. Bonito? That's good looking. It is. Bonito pretty, yeah. Apuesto. Puesto is handsome. But yeah, more like good looking. I really love doing angels, by the way. This was so his idea was doing the Angels of Mons, which is MONS, a battle in Belgium, in which apparently angels appeared. It's a fake story, but it's caught a lot of people, and I wanted to do a very abstract take on angels. So basically, like, instead of a group of angels or something, just a beam of light and wings coming all over. So it was fun. A Petri and Esa Cosa. Yeah. Guys, it has been really fun. I will be sending you this in a minute, Sora. And thank you, everybody. It's been a shortish stream since I usually go over 5 hours, but I really don't have a lot to do more after this, so that's gonna be the end of it. If there's anyone cool to stream before I go, or to raid, I mean. It's only gaming. Every time I'm finishing streaming, everybody's only doing gaming. There's no art streams at this hour. It's a cursed hour. I have some other missed pictures. Oh, I would be happy to, sorry. Gracias, mister. I agree, everybody's bonito here. Okay, guys. Thank you, everybody. I'll be seeing you very soon, maybe tomorrow or the day after, for a gaming stream. So stay tuned for that. And if not, then on Thursday for a regularly scheduled stream. I still don't know what we're gonna do. We'll find out together. Okay, guys. See you real soon.